All right, so started the day off around looks like 9 something, around 9:30 close to, and just at the open, just before the open actually. Looking at the price, I'm seeing that 28,700 needs to get taken out, and I'll be looking for a form of reversal and possibly 100 to 200 handles, depending on how big the opening range gap is on regular trading hours. So the opening range gap is the gap that at 16:10, which is 4:10 p.m. 16:16, sorry, 16:16, which is 4:16 p.m. to the next day at 9:30 a.m., where New York session opens, stock exchange opens. There's a gap. So there's a electronic trading hours kind of take over where the Asian session and London session will be doing movement in price, and that's the opening range gap. So I kind of try to see like how I could trace into the opening range gap. So it's set that 70% of the time the opening range gap gets traded into 50% of the opening range gap. So 50% of the opening range gap gets tagged 70% of the time. Now you see in the bottom left chart, there's like that big gray box. That's the regular trading hour opening range gap. You can also see that there's the date on there, 2307 2026. So that would be today, 23rd of July 2026. I entered this first trade and I didn't like the amount I was risking, and I probably would have got stopped out. So you'll see where I enter, and I just didn't like the amount that I was willing to risk on this trade. Although it would have still been valid, right? But I would have gotten early, and it just didn't like that. Just closed it in break even or $20 profit, which is not much. Anyways, I see the first presented fair value gap right here, and I'm gonna put a buy limit order. There you go. I'm risking $32, right? My initial target was 50% of the range, but knowing that it's Thursday and there's this massive um, range that happened prior to open, I don't know how much retracement I would expect. I could still expect to see 50% of the opening range gap on the regular trading hours to be traded into. Uh, so right now, price is kind of going in between a couple of PD arrays. This is into a new day opening gap, previous new day opening gap, kind of accumulating around there at that point. Put the stop loss to break even, and I'm thinking of like, okay, I'm closing the trade this Thursday. I made some money yesterday, and this is just an extra cherry on top, and I'm done for Friday and Monday next week. That I took it as breaker gap, although it gets mitigated into, and I would have probably got stopped out if I held on to this trade. Right? These are all the PD arrays that I want to see it go through in this one candle, but like it didn't do that. And I did close my trade in $200 in profit, right? I started on $400 with this account, and now I'm at 840.